Good evening and welcome to this edition of the Evening News for today, Saturday, September 7, 2024. I am Gerald Bryan. Thanks for tuning in. In the headlines, excavator operator dies after being pinned underwater at COGHLAN Dam, POUDEROYEN. Over 600 pupils to benefit from new $152 million ZEELUGT primary school. 15 persons to benefit from respiratory care training at UG. Region 6 sets new record for rice cultivation. And 250 booths up for grabs as GUYEXPO 2024 launches. Now for the news in detail. A so far unidentified man was killed this morning after the excavator he was operating toppled into a nearby trench at COGHLAN Dam in POUDEROYEN, West Bank, Demerara, and pinned him underwater. Up to news time, police in Region 3 were still trying to identify the now dead excavator operator. The Evening News was told that this operator had been hired by a businessman to pick up a new excavator that he had bought from a COGHLAN Dam establishment. At the time of the incident, the operator was attempting to load the small excavator onto a canter truck which was parked close to the trench. As the operator maneuvered the excavator onto the canter, the truck suddenly tilted and toppled into the trench, trapping the operator inside the cabin of the excavator. After the operator's body had been pulled from the water, medical personnel who were summoned to the scene pronounced him dead. President Dr. Irfaan Ali on Friday afternoon commissioned the new $152 million ZEELUGT primary school on the east bank of Expo, which will now house over 600 children and more than 30 teaching staff. In this story tonight, you will hear that the head of state has underscored the important role that the primary school system plays in shaping the minds of young children. Here is Michael Henry with the details.
Speaking at the commissioning of the new $152 million ZEELUGT primary school on Friday, President Dr. Irfaan Ali stated that children today are growing up in a totally new and different Guyana with boundless opportunities in their future, and if they are not grounded, then they could be easily misguided.
They are growing up in a different era, and the future they will inherit will be tremendously different. That is why we have this important task as teachers, as members of the community, as parents, to ensure that in this build-out, that they stay grounded.
To this end, the head of state noted that shaping the best minds for the country and its future starts at primary school level.
At this young stage in the primary school, we have to ensure that children's minds and the thinking process is developed to differentiate what is right and what is wrong, what is good and what is not good, what constitutes good behavior against not so good behavior. The building of schools, the expansion of the economy, and the creating of opportunities, those are things we're working on. But what is important, that qualitative thing that must be done to secure the future is the shaping of the minds. And that the primary school system, the primary system, is where the bulk of the work is done in shaping these young minds.
The newly built $152 million ZEELUGT primary school on the east bank of Expo in Region 3 replaces the previous building that was constructed since 1964, which was in a dilapidated state and was overcrowded. The new school features 15 classrooms, a fully equipped computer lab, a conference room, a kitchen, and a library for the 30-plus teaching staff and over 600 pupils. Education Minister Priya Manik-Chan highlighted how investments like this have enhanced education in Region 3.
We have built in Region 3 one new nursery school and 5 new primary schools, and we are not finished yet. And we are currently building in Region 3 secondary schools. We're investing in education, we are bridging the gaps that exist, and we are creating opportunities for people. And let me tell you how impactful that has been. Of the 197 children we placed at Queen's College, 44 were from Region 3. 44 were from Region 3. More than 18 have not taken up their positions at Queen's College. because they decided that they could stay in Region 3 and get a sound, solid education as though they were at Queen's College. And that, my friends, is growth, that is development, and that's impactful movement.
Michelle Henry, The Evening News.
Our Berbice correspondent Andrew Carmichael joins us now to report that Region 6, East Berbice Quarantine, has set a new record for the number of acres on the rice cultivation. Let's have a look.
Addressing the Regional Democratic Council on Thursday, Region 6 Chairman David Armagon pointed out that for the first time, some 72,277 acres of rice are under cultivation in the region. This is an increase of 5,277 acres over the first crop this year, which was the previous highest regional record.
Lots of people are into rice cultivation. And this is because the corporate savanna has been taken out, more lands have been converted into rice cultivation, as well as on the East Bank, where quite a number of persons are also engaged in rice production.
For the current crop, 4,200 acres of rice have already been harvested in the region as harvesting continues. From the 4,200 acres harvested, farmers are getting 40 bags per acre, which is an increase from the last crop. For the first crop of 2024, farmers got an average of 38 bags per acre. In Crabwood Creek, about 10% of the rice there have been harvested, while all of the access dams have been rehabilitated and are in good condition for farmers to use.
All access dams are completed in Crabwood Creek area. Those are all in a satisfactory position. Number 3 sideline and number 5 sideline for Cross Heavy Bridge needs to be rehabilitated. I pass it on to the Bishop so that we can have some work done.
The chairman further noted that there had been a decline in paddy bug infestation throughout the region. For the first crop of 2024, the Guyana Rice Development Board, GRDB, estimated that $4 billion was lost due to paddy bug infestation. The GRDB attributed this to higher temperatures at the end of the first crop of 2024, the Ministry of Finance said in its mid-year report. The GRDB claimed that 10 to 25% of the paddy sold to mills was affected by paddy bugs. Armagon said farmers will have to continually spray to keep the insects under control.
Right now, we are in the process of making dams through the Ministry of Agriculture and the Drainage and Irrigation Authority. We are making dams right across the region to ensure that farmers can take out their paddy.
For the Evening News, Andrew Carmichael.
Trishelle Sobers now tells us that just 1 month after launching the Caribbean's first Bachelor of Science degree in Respiratory Care, BSRC, at the University of Guyana, the Health Ministry is now inviting 15 persons to take advantage of this training opportunity and become specialized in this field. More in this report.
The Bachelor of Science degree in Respiratory Care BSRC program to be administered by the University of Guyana stemmed from a holistic collaboration between the Tertiary Institute, the Health Ministry, and the Georgetown Public Hospital. It was developed in 11 months with the primary aim of expanding Guyana's academic offerings and strengthening competencies in clinical healthcare skills, respiratory therapy, technology, and instrumentation, among others. In an interview with the Evening News, head of the Spirometry Department at GPHC, Dr. Walima Bacchus Ali, disclosed that the ministry intends to start the course with a batch of 15 students. She said consideration will be extended to other individuals who apply but did not meet the criteria for the program. As such, they will be shortlisted for the next semester in 2025. The course is slated to commence on September 16 in both hybrid and face-to-face format.
So the classes, the first year, because it's a 4-year program, the first year will be at the University of Guyana, where that will be face-to-face classes full-time. And then for the latter 3 years, then it will take more of a hybrid approach, where they're going to have face-to-face classes, they're going to have online classes, and they're also going to have to be doing clinicals at the hospital. So they go on to the University of Guyana new student login page. They will have to create a student ID on the university page, and then they go to College of Medical Sciences. The program will be listed there, respiratory therapy. They just click on it and you follow the instructions after.
Speaking on the importance of the program, Dr. Bacchus Ali added that the initiative will boost Guyana's capability to manage and grapple with the effects of serious threats like COVID-19, which severely affects the respiratory system. She added that these skilled professionals will also play a crucial role in supporting the government's efforts to provide world-class healthcare services.
This program here actually will build capacity in more specialized management in critical care. So we're looking at the people who are in the ICU, the newborns who are in the NICU, people who are in HDU, the heart patients who are in the cardiac intensive care unit. It provides specialized care in terms of airway management, maintaining your airway, ventilator management, administering aerosolized treatment. It will also focus on chronic diseases, respiratory chronic diseases. So patients who have asthma, who have COPD are going to receive more specialized care.
Trishelle Sobers, Evening News.
Coming up on the other side of the break, 250 booths up for grabs as GUYEXPO 2024 launches. Please stay tuned.
Looking to bring your dream home to reality? Or simply taking on a home improvement project? Then National Hardware Limited is where you should start. Let us put that touch to your home. Choose from over 1,000 Berger Paint original hues for any surface. We are known for our trusted brands such as Westinghouse, Philips, Sadco, Rubbermaid, Pyrex, Gibson Home, and so much more. National Hardware Limited, your do-it-best store. Located in downtown Georgetown and industrial site Rhymeville.
Transitions Light Intelligent Lenses. Pick your color. Choose your style. Available at Optique Vision Care.
GCOM is currently conducting a national registration exercise. Who can register? Anyone who will be 14 years or older by December 31, 2024 and is a Guyanese citizen by birth, descent, naturalization, or is a citizen from a Commonwealth country living in Guyana for 1 year or more. It is the civic duty and legal responsibility of all persons who meet the eligibility requirements to apply for registration. By doing so, you will be ensuring that you are issued a national identification card and be included in the official lists of electors for future elections, providing you meet all eligibility criteria. This registration exercise will end on November 29, 2024. For further information, contact GCOM on 225-02779 or visit the website www.gcom.org.gy.
Guys, I think I'm in love! Wow!
Yeah, I was looking at you too.
What? What are you talking about? I'm in the tiles. Where did you get them?
Oh, me, Madeka. Obviously the best tile store in Guyana. Come, let me take you there.
My kitchen, my bathroom, my floors. Mima Decor has everything. And the price prices are great too.
So girl want to have a date now.
We can build on that.
Welcome back. You're watching the evening news. GUYEXPO 2024 was launched on Friday with the aim of raising the bar higher than it obtained last year. The trade exhibition, which is set to take place from November 14th to 17th, will feature some 250 booths and attract approximately 100,000 patrons this year. Michelle Henry has more in this report.
For this year's event, we are building on that momentum and aiming even higher. Our goal is to feature at least 250 booths and welcome 100,000 patrons.
That was Tourism and Commerce Minister Oneej Warren during the launch of the 2024 GUYEXPO, which was held at the Arthur Chung Conference Center on Friday. The theme for this year's GUYEXPO is Guyana on Show, the fastest growing economy, and Minister Warren highlighted the link between the Expo's theme and the country's growth, stating that the government has been steadfast in its commitment to supporting small businesses.
This year's theme also aligns with the impressive economic trajectory that the country is currently on, having recorded over 49% growth for this half year alone. According to the recent mid-year report, we have seen substantial growth in the non-oil sector, with a remarkable double-digit increase recorded in the first half of 2024. We are proud to offer them a platform like GUYEXPO to showcase their achievements. Apart from the fledgling businesses, a number of long-standing enterprises will also be participating, and we are excited about the range of products and services that will be on display. Our dedicated team at the ministry has already begun laying the groundwork to ensure that GUYEXPO 2024 lives up to the expectations at the high international standards.
Additionally, Minister Warren encouraged the private sector to be fully involved in the Expo, stating that they are already sponsors confirmed for the event.
I'm also pleased to share that we already have several sponsors confirmed, reflecting strong enthusiasm for this year's event. We anticipate this year's Expo will attract even more participants, eager to represent the broad-based development happening across our economy. I strongly encourage all businesses, both large and small, as well as individual entrepreneurs, to seize the opportunity.
GUYEXPO is Guyana's oldest and largest trade exhibition. Registration for interested businesses who would like to exhibit products for GUYEXPO begins on October 1 to 30. Michelle Henry, The Evening News.
Amid the increasing number of complaints being lodged at the Housing and Water Ministry regarding financial scams, Subject Minister Colin Crowell has made it clear that payments for house lots are made directly to the Central Housing and Planning Authority, CHMPA. Details in this Trishelle Sobers report.
The Evening News understands that several citizens have been contacted recently by persons posing to be staff from the Housing Ministry and were told to make payments for their lands or housing unit via the GTT mobile money service. Housing and Water Minister Colin Crowell has since disclosed that there is currently no arrangement in place for persons to make payments via MMG for land, housing units, or any other services offered by the Central Housing and Planning Authority, CHPA. Crowell explained that the agency recognizes the demand for housing is great, and it presents an atmosphere for the criminal elements to thrive on persons' gullibility. However, he noted that as government worked to deliver on its promise of 50,000 house lots by 2025, the general public must be vigilant and communicate directly with the CHPA throughout their home ownership process.
We do not have an MMG system for payment of house lots. So if anybody is telling you otherwise, must know it's something illegal. And for our listeners, you too, if somebody pick up the phone and call you, you must ask yourself, well, how come I'm getting a call not from the ministry? How come I'm getting a call not from an official person.
As it relates to security, Minister Crow revealed that the enforcement department at CHPA is being strengthened to resolve such issues. In this regard, he also encouraged those who have fallen prey to such scams to not let perpetrators get away with this crime and ensure they follow through with complaints lodged to the ministry and the Guyana Police Force.
When you ask persons for statement, then they say, I don't want to proceed further. But we can't get persons to be convicted or to be able to even charge if the police does not get a statement to work with. So we have to help each other too. It's not just about complaining. It takes both ways for us to address this issue.
Trishelle Sobers, Evening News.
17 families in Berbice have had their outhouses upgraded to modern sanitary facilities by the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints in collaboration with the New Amsterdam Rotary Club. Location of the beneficiaries of this $17 million project stretched from Crabwood Creek at the easternmost part of Region 6 East Berbice Quarantine to include families throughout the Quarantine Coast, East Kanji, and on the east bank of Berbice. Residents of Bath Settlement in Region 5 Mahika Berbice have also benefited from the initiative. Our Berbice correspondent Andrew Carmichael reports.
A toilet, bath, and a face sink were supplied to each home. Some were also fitted with storage facilities. The Rotary Club of New Amsterdam has over the years been focusing on assisting in the areas of clean water, sanitation, and hygiene. Immediate past president of the club, Rafi Kasim, says government also supported the project through the Guyana Water Inc.
One area in region number 5, when the project started, there was no water. Yesterday in our final inspection, we see that there was service connection to those homes. We're grateful for that, because had it not been for water, these projects, then these projects would have been of no use.
The church is a service body that contributes a lot of its resources to uplift communities. Pastor Diane Sellers explained that when she and her husband arrived in Guyana 15 months ago, the church was involved in a dirt project. This project entailed the supplying of dirt to raise the levels of the land and reduce flooding on properties that were considered low.
For some reason, Elder Sellers and I just kind of went, it doesn't seem like the right type of thing to do. Because that dirt will just wash away. If there's nothing to guard it, from floating away, it's just going to float away in the rain. So that's kind of how we put our minds together and thought, what could we do better? So that's kind of how we came up with the sanitation project.
One of the beneficiaries, Lolita Bridge-Lal of Canefield East Kanji, said the upgrade is of great benefit to her.
We had a yard toilet. And one day I wasn't at home, and Sister Natasha, she came along with the others, but I didn't know who, and she called me, Natasha, I'm not at home. Then she said that, they come for check out some things, and then she come back and next day and tell me that they're going to make a toilet and washroom for me.
How is the toilet and washroom now?
Okay.
You've been using it?
Yeah.
I had a yard toilet, and I see some people came to my home, called me out to my house, and they asked me that if I need a flush toilet and a bathroom. And I tell them yes. Eventually, shortly after I see Mr. Kasim, he came there and he asked me the same thing, and he located a spot, and it was done, and I'm very thankful.
The Rotary Club of New Amsterdam and the Church of Latter-day Saints have been collaborating on projects since 2016. Some of the projects they have successfully undertook include a clean water initiative which saw 13 schools receiving water purification systems, with the church providing the financing and the club executing. Andrew Carmichael, The Evening News.
And now for a look at the bridge reports.
The Damarara Harbour Bridge will be closed to vehicular traffic on Sunday, September 8th, 2024 at 7 hours 30 for a period of 45 minutes, and then again at 20 hours 30 for 1 hour. Meanwhile, the Berbice River Bridge is expected to be closed at 6 hours 45 on Sunday, September 8th, 2024 for a period of 1.5 hours.
Shabazz dissects golden jags lost to Suriname. This and more coming up in the Sportscast after the break.
Gold mining can be expensive if you don't have the right tools. Mining requires engines that can pump high volumes of water and slurry, the most tried and tested of which are Deutz engines. Deutz engines are among the most reliable in the world. Where can you get them? At your #1 industrial solutions provider, Sylvies. We have them in 2 to 6 cylinders, ranging from 23 horsepower to 80 horsepower. Most miners use Deutz engines because they're lightweight, use less fuel, and require less maintenance because they are air-cooled. So what are you waiting for? If you can't make it to our 31 High and Hatfield Streets, Georgetown location, we can deliver. Give us a call on 227-6226 or WhatsApp us on 623-7755 or visit our website sylviesonline.com. Sylvies Industrial Solution, proudly serving Guyana for over 4 decades.
Introducing Jumbo Jet Auto Sales, your exclusive dealer for XCMG and Sinotruck. Only 20% down payment on all HOO Sinotrucks and 30% down payment on all XCMG with 6 to 24 months financing available. The only authorized dealer of XCMG and Sinotruck in Guyana. Various sizes in motor graders to excavators, compactors to skid steers, and wheel loaders. Not forgetting our amphibious. We have a wide selection of XCMG machinery to meet your needs. Explore our range of Sinotruck dumpers, including 8x4 twin steer, all-terrain 6x6, 6x4 models, and more. Plus, check out our cement mixers in 8x4 and 6x4 configurations. Drop by our various showrooms located at East Bank, Land of Canaan, Eccles, our head office in Georgetown, Ogle, and in Berbice, Chester, and Bushlot. Only 20% down payment on all HOO Sinotrucks and 30% down payment on all XCMG with 6 to 24 months financing available. Contact us on 225-8255, 232-0633, 233-3101, or 328-2802. Jumbo Jet Trucks and Auto.
The Guyana Elections Commission GCOM is currently conducting a national registration exercise. Who can register? Anyone who will be 14 years or older by December 31st, 2024 and is a Guyanese citizen by birth, descent, naturalization, or is a citizen from a Commonwealth country living in Guyana for 1 year or more. How to apply for registration? You must visit the GCOM registration office that is responsible for the registration of persons from your area of residence to apply for registration or name change or correction. You must be in possession of the following source documents as might be relevant: original birth certificate or valid Guyana passport for new registration, original marriage certificate and original birth certificate in the case of a name change by way of marriage, original deed poll and original birth certificate in the case of a name change by deed poll, original naturalization certificate and original birth certificate in the case of naturalization. This registration exercise will end on November 29th, 2024. For further information, please contact GCOM on the following hotline numbers: 225-027729, 226-6557, 223-9650, or visit the GCOM website at www.gcom.org.gb.